Ninth question. We have to prove cosec minus sin A into sec minus cos A is equal to 1 by tan A plus cot A. So we will take the LHS. LHS is cosec minus sin A into sec minus cos A. And what we will do is convert each and every term in terms of sin and cos. So instead of cosec A, what we can write as 1 by sin A minus sin A remains the same into, instead of sec I can write 1 by cos A minus the second term cos A remains the same. Take LCM for the first bracket and also for the second bracket. The first bracket LCM is sin A, and here it is 1 first term minus sin A into sin A gives you sin square A. So the first bracket will be 1 minus sin square A by sin A into, here for the second bracket the LCM again is cos A. Again the first term is 1 minus second term will be cos A into cos A, cos square A. And we have an identity sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. From that identity, 1 minus sin square A can be given the value cos square A by sin A. So the first bracket becomes cos square A by sin A into, what about the second bracket? Same identity we can apply here. We have the identity sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. So that 1 minus cos square A will be equal to sin square A by cos A. So actually the term is the product of these two brackets. So if I am removing the bracket, I can write cos square A into sin square A divided by sin A into cos A. What will happen? Cos A and this cos A gets cancelled, sin A and the sin A get cancelled. I am not cancelling the complete term. Why? Because one cos A remains here, same way sin A remains here. That is the reason why I am just cancelling the power. So what is the balance in the numerator? Cos A into sin A. Further it cannot be simplified. So for this type of question, what we will do is we will write the answer for the LHS like this, and we will simplify the RHS separately. So this is the answer for this. This is a simplified form of the LHS. Again what we will do is we will take the RHS. RHS is 1 by tan A plus cot A. The same method, what we will do is convert every term in terms of sin and cos. So 1 by tan A can be written as sin A by cos A plus cot A can be written as cos A by sin A. The numerator is a single term, symbol term 1, and denominator contains fractions. So what we have to do is take the LCM in the denominator. So 1 by denominator's LCM is cos A into sin A. And what about the numerator of the denominator? Sin A into sin A, sin square A, plus cos A into cos A, cos square A. Okay, the denominator is actually sin A by cos A plus cos A by sin A. So we are taking the LCM. LCM is cos A into sin A. That will be the denominator. And numerator will be sin A into sin A, that is sin square A, plus cos A into cos A, which is cos square A. Again look at the numerator of the denominator. Sin square A plus cos square A. Sin square A plus cos square A is 1. So what we are getting is 1 divided by 1 by cos A into sin A. Actually this is the 1 by cos A into sin A is, we have to divide the 1 by cos A sin A with the 1. So what we have to do instead is take the reciprocal of this denominator and multiply with the 1. The reciprocal of this denominator is cos A into sin A by 1. Any number by 1 will give you that same number. So what we will get is 1 into cos A into sin A. By 1 is there, any number divided by 1 we know that it is equal to the same number. So 1 into cos A sin A will give you cos A sin A. That was the simplified form of our LHS2. So our conclusion is LHS equal to RHS. There are some questions like this. We cannot move further when we simplify the LHS. So what we will do is stop there. After simplification, stop there. Take RHS separately and simplify RHS separately and show that the simplified form of the RHS is equal to simplified form of the LHS, and you have to write at last LHS equal to RHS.